The Nazi collaboration and Vichy regime allegations. Louis Vuitton's darkest historical chapter involves its willing collaboration with the Nazi regime during World War II. Following documents and historical research, including from the book Louis Vuitton, A French Saga, revealed that the company actively produced artifacts and propaganda for the Vichy government, which collaborated with the German occupiers. The family-run business at the time sought to protect its interests and was accused of legally Aryanizing its corporate structure by removing Jewish members. This period of complicity was systematically obscured for decades after the war, creating a permanent stain on the brand's heritage narrative and demonstrating how survival and profit were prioritized over moral principles during one of history's darkest eras.
The counterfeit litigation overreach strategy. Louis Vuitton's parent company, LVMH, operates one of the most aggressive anti-counterfeiting litigation campaigns globally, spending over $18 million annually on litigation. However, this strategy has repeatedly drawn criticism for targeting vulnerable individuals and small businesses rather than large-scale counterfeit operations. In a notable 2018 case, LV sued a single mother in Thailand for $1.2 million over $120 worth of counterfeit keychains, threatening her with imprisonment. The brand also famously sued the South Korean military in 2007 for producing parody bags for charity. These actions have sparked accusations of legal bullying, with human rights organizations documenting over 300 cases where LV's zealous protection of its intellectual property has disproportionately impacted economically disadvantaged individuals who lack resources for legal defense.
The mystery shopper employee surveillance scandal. Louis Vuitton faced internal revolt and legal action after employees exposed an extensive surveillance system using undercover mystery shoppers to monitor staff. A 2023 class action lawsuit revealed LV hired former intelligence agents to pose as customers while recording employee conversations and tracking movements through hidden store sensors. The program, costing 15 million euros annually, generated performance reports that led to dismissals of long-term employees for minor infractions like insufficient enthusiasm. French data protection authorities fined LV 750,000 euros for violating employee privacy rights, while labor unions documented 200 cases of psychological distress linked to the surveillance culture. The exposure of this corporate monitoring system revealed the stark contrast between LV's public image of elegant refinement and its internal atmosphere of pervasive distrust and control.
The craftsmanship myth, labor exploitation. Louis Vuitton's carefully crafted image of French artisanship was exposed as largely fictional when 2021 investigations revealed systematic labor abuses in its Italian and Eastern European supply chain. While marketing $3,000 handbags as handcrafted by European masters, internal audits showed 60% of production actually occurred in Romanian and Bulgarian workshops, paying workers 3 to 4 euros hourly. The brand was sued in French courts for false advertising after journalists documented production lines where workers assembled up to 120 bags daily under grueling conditions. LVMH settled quietly while simultaneously lobbying against EU transparency laws that would require disclosing manufacturing origins. The case revealed how luxury's craftsmanship narrative often masks exploited migrant labor and industrial-scale production.
The cultural appropriation indigenous outcry. Louis Vuitton faced global condemnation for culturally appropriating sacred indigenous patterns in its 2022 Spirit of Travel collection. The brand used traditional Maori moko, facial tattoos, and Navajo weaving patterns without permission or compensation. Indigenous leaders from New Zealand and North America filed formal UNESCO complaints, noting LV stood to generate an estimated $200 million from designs their communities developed over centuries. The controversy deepened when an investigation revealed LV's design team had accessed these patterns through anthropological archives while bypassing cultural guardians. This case highlighted the luxury industry's pattern of extracting value from indigenous intellectual property while providing nothing in return, forcing conversations about colonial power dynamics in modern fashion.
The blood gold sourcing controversy. Louis Vuitton faced severe ethical scrutiny when investigative reports revealed its continued sourcing of gold from conflict-ridden areas. A 2016 Human Rights Watch report documented LV's supply chain connections to mines in Peru and Africa, where workers, including children, labored in deadly conditions for $2 to $4 daily. Despite LVMH's membership in the Responsible Jewelry Council, internal audits showed 40% of gold suppliers violated basic safety and environmental standards. This brand was particularly criticized for its slow response compared to other luxury houses, taking 3 years to implement basic traceability systems after the abuses were exposed. This scandal highlighted the grim reality behind LV's shimmering accessories, revealing how luxury craftsmanship often depends on brutally exploited labor in developing nations.
The burn and bury unsold goods scandal. Louis Vuitton has faced massive public backlash against environmental criticism for its long-standing practice of destroying unsold inventory rather than discounting or donating it. In 2018, former employees revealed the company incinerates tons of unsold bags, clothing, and accessories annually to maintain brand exclusivity and prevent counterfeiting. French investigators confirmed LV destroyed products worth over 700 million euros between 2013 and 2018 alone. This practice sparked government intervention, leading to France's 2020 anti-waste law that bans luxury goods destruction. The scandal exposed the extreme measures LV takes to preserve its high-end image, creating terrible optics for a brand claiming sustainability, while systematically burning pristine merchandise in an era of climate crisis and material scarcity.
The Made in France marketing deception. Louis Vuitton has faced multiple class action lawsuits challenging its Made in France marketing claims. Investigations revealed that while the brand heavily promotes its French heritage, a significant portion of its products are actually manufactured by subcontractors in countries like Romania, Serbia, and Spain, with only final assembly or finishing occurring in French workshops. Court documents from a 2021 California lawsuit showed up to 40% of certain product lines were substantially made outside France while still bearing the coveted Made in France label. The case exposed how LV leverages geographical indication laws that allow minimal French processing to qualify for the prestigious label, while consumers pay premium prices believing they're acquiring genuinely French-crafted luxury goods.
The price-fixing cartel scandal. Louis Vuitton parent company LVMH was embroiled in a major international price-fixing scandal that exposed collusion among luxury brands. European Commission investigations, 2007 to 2012, revealed LVMH coordinated with Gucci, Chanel, and Hermès to artificially maintain high prices across continents. Internal emails showed executives discussing market discipline and price harmonization strategies that cost consumers an estimated $1.2 billion in overcharges. LVMH faced fines totaling $342 million from EU regulators, with additional penalties in South Korea and China. The scandal exposed how luxury brands secretly manipulate markets while marketing themselves as purveyors of authentic value, demonstrating that their exclusive pricing often reflects collusion rather than true craftsmanship or quality.
The supplier extortion contract scandal. Louis Vuitton was rocked by revelations of systematic exploitation within its supply chain, uncovered during a 2022 French antitrust investigation. Court documents showed LVMH forced small leather goods suppliers into suicide contracts, requiring 30% price reductions while simultaneously demanding exclusive rights to their designs. The investigation uncovered secret rebalancing agreements where suppliers had to refund up to 40% of their payments through fabricated quality penalties. One family-owned tannery that had supplied LV for generations was driven into bankruptcy after being forced to pay $2.3 million in retrospective charges. The scandal exposed how LV's luxury empire depends on squeezing vulnerable suppliers, with court evidence showing the company systematically targeted smaller partners who lacked legal resources to fight back.
Hey everyone! Thank you for being here to the end of the video. I want you to drop your city or state. Where are you all watching this from? In the comments. Let's see how many of you are from the same place. Every comment counts toward your good luck tomorrow, so throw one down below, smash that like button, and make sure you're subscribed. I want all of you back here for the next one.